if you decide to break up Miller and Trouba, is it just kind of like a little reset, especially for Jacob?
Who said we decided to break up?
Nobody said you decided. They were just skating.
Oh, I thought you just said you decided.
I decide. Yeah.
I can't hear it that well.
I said if you decide. Do you think just, especially for Trouba, just a little bit of a change?
If we decide to do that, it'd be because we want more depth in the whole parish, you know. I mean, we like the way our guys are playing, we like the way Foxy and Lindy are playing, but we might bring a little bit more, if we decide to do that, a little more experience to the other two pairs, so that's the only reason. You know, they've had a tough goal, I mean, goals against them and all that, but they're a great pair, they played well together all of last year, and this year's been a little bit of a struggle for them. That's okay, we'll battle through it, but we'll see where we're gonna go, and we'll decide.
With Trouba, you know, it's kind of, it's not like there's real evidence, but like sometimes when guys put the C on, maybe they put a little too much pressure on themselves. Do you see any of that with him?
I don't see that, honestly. I mean, you know, you can say it, well, he's got, I think that the only thing different maybe with the media, Captain has to do more media, but he doesn't change in the dressing room, the way he comes to practice, the way he's around our team, the way our guys, so I don't see, I don't think that has any effect on his play.
He was saying, you know, as a team, we just got to find a way to fight our way out of this. Is that just a, you know?
No, it's so true. I mean, we just got to fight and battle. We know we're better than our record is. We know we're better than that. We can play better hockey, and that's the whole group, the group of us all. Let's get better. Let's work at it, and no sense getting mad at each other and frustrated and yelling at each other. We come to work, we practice, we try and get better at practice. We go to the game, we prepare the same way, and hopefully we get better results.
Did you see that today in practice, guys?
I like the practice, yeah. There was no soaking. There was, game's over last night. You get ready for the next one. There's nothing we can do but the first 24, 20, whatever amount of games it was, about 24, I guess it is.
With Trouba, you've mentioned that there's nagging injuries. We know he's had a handful of maintenance days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think that that's affecting him at all?
Well, definitely affects you, for sure. There's no doubt. I mean, we all do our jobs, and you try and do them the best you can. But when you're not 100%, you still do the best you can. He's still a good player. He's still a valuable player for us. But when you got some injuries, you can't do certain things.
I know every game's important, but has there been any talk about maybe giving him a game or two to get right?
No, it's not that. He takes some practice days off, and that he wouldn't allow that. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. With Igor, I don't know if you saw what he said about his own game last night.
No, I didn't.
He was harsh on himself, and I know that he's that way all the time. Would you rather him see a little bit easier on himself, just given that how important he is?
You know what? He's a professional player. He has been a trophy winner last year. He's a great goalie. And if he wants to be hard on himself and he thinks that's what it takes, then I'll be it. He's fine. I mean, we know what he brings to our table. He gives us a chance to win every time he plays, and that's really important. We love him. He's great for our team and great for our group, but we'll get by that.
When you look at the 5, I guess last night in the power play, how did you see the power play last night? The other ones?
Well, I seen it hungry at the end when we scored. I didn't see it as hungry and going down and being aggressive enough. I mean, we move the puck around, we do the things that we do, but it just didn't seem like we were really interested in getting pucks to that net battle. And then when we did it, Torture gets the goal with people at the net. So just got to get a little bit more hungry. We still make our plays. We still get our chances, but when you put pucks there and there's people there in that blue paint, that's when you have the most success, and that's what happened last night.
If Krasov goes back in, what do you want to see from him?
Like I talked to him earlier in the year, just show us your skill, show us your talent, show us your work ethic. We talk about what kind of players we want in our hockey team. We want them to play fast, we want them to play a 200-foot game, be responsible defensively, and show us your talent, show us your skill.
You said last night you wanted to go back and look at the Hedel Panarin line.
I liked a lot of it. Yeah. Wasn't perfect all night, but there were some good signs for sure.
Are there things, not just them, the whole team, are there things, besides telling them to be smart with the puck, are there other things that you could do to cut down the turnovers?
Well, when you watch practice, you guys watch practice every day, and you see some of the drills we do about keeping the puck out of the middle of the ice sometime when it's not a direct way, and you chip it off the board, you support it. And that's what we preach. That's what every coach preaches at every press conference, every practice. When you have plays to be made in the middle of the ice, you make them. If not, teams are very good at shutting down the middle of the ice, chips and pucks, supports the pucks, and play in their zone. So that's what we try and do. And again, I was fortunate enough to play the game years ago. And it's the same thing over and over again. You know, when you turn pucks over the middle of the ice, not good happens from it.
Has that been one of the most frustrating parts of this stretch? It seems like a lot of times your turnovers fuel the other team. Like last night, I think 3 or 4 of the goals came off the rush for them. So
Yeah, no, off the rush, and we score our goals off the rush too. That's what we do pretty well. But it's frustrating, no. But I mean, again, I'm going to let our players play the game. You know, we can't make decisions for them on the bench. It's a fast game out there. You see the play. The other team's good sometimes, and they take that turnover. You know, they take that play away. So it happens both ways. You know, they had a lot of turnovers too last night that we looked at too. So it's part of the game.
Just your thoughts on this Ottawa back-to-back type of?
Yeah, they're big, huge games. I mean, Ottawa's played real good their last 5 games. You know, they had a tough start, they had a tough record, but they're a better team than their record, trust me, and they're going to be a battle.
with Igor, the last thing on him, because I know Arthur mentioned he expressed his frustration. Do you think like it might be good to let him not play a game, give him a break, or do you think he's itching to get back in?
So you're trying to find out who's playing tomorrow,
Yeah.
right, Colin?
Colin's not here. You can tell us whatever
I'm a
you
little
want.
more creative with the way I
We'll
ask
think
him,
about
Colin.
that. Benny's gonna talk this afternoon. We'll decide this afternoon what's gonna do.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.